What's going on, guys? All right, we are live out here on Lake Russell. Finishing up a tournament out here. Check-in time for me is at 3 o'clock. The weigh-in, guys. Make sure you tune in for the live weigh-in. You just want to make sure you go to fishxlive.com so you can watch the live weigh-in. So right now we are 3 fish in. Don't really have much weight at all, though. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, this fish is primarily spotted bass and small spotted bass at that. My biggest fish that I caught today was, let me see, 1 pound, like 1.55. That was my biggest fish, but it was bleeding whenever I hooked it. So I went ahead and threw that one back because there's no need in holding on to that fish. And if it was to not make it at the end of the day, I would get a penalty, a half a pound penalty. So which would make that fish right at about 1 pound even. So the game plan right now is I have, let's see, 12:30, have 2.5 hours, and we need 2 more fish. So right now the plan is to just stick and move. I'm gonna be throwing a crankbait and following that up with a shaky head. And we're just gonna be running and gunning, guys. What's going on, Blast? We got Joe Winkler. He says, fixing my bout electronics. All right, guys. So we're just gonna run crankbait and follow that up with a shaky head. All right. So like I said, guys, we have 3 fish in the live well, but no weight. The fish that I have are very small. The size limit on this lake is 12 inches. So if that gives you an indication. Of when I say small, I mean small. What's going on, Dottie? Good to see everybody tuning in. Make a few casts with a crankbait, follow that up with 2 casts with a drop shot, and then we're gonna pack up and move. So right now, the plan is to cover water. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Man, it's been a tough day, Joe. It's been a tough day out here, man. I really, really appreciate that. If you see something, say something. I need everybody to shout out Joe Winkler, giving me some motivation to pull through, guys. It's been a tough one. Things kind of changed from yesterday. The fish that I found yesterday that I was catching on the live stream, those fish were still there, but just not biting like they were yesterday. So I kind of changed up what I was doing and went and found some, just going after rocks is what I started targeting. But now I'm gonna run a few of these shoal markers. All right, so there we go. Like I said, guys, we're gonna be sticking and moving. We're gonna burn up some gas today. All right, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, to the left or the right? Which way should we go? Appreciate that, Joe Wanker. Shout out to Chicken Hawk. He says, yeah, it's called Friday fish for a reason. Oh yeah, them Friday fish was feeling good. All right, so the main change from yesterday to today is that yesterday it was bright and sunny. Today we have kind of a overcast, I would say. So it isn't as bright as it was yesterday. Hey guys, I need everybody to shout out Joe Winkler. He is the sponsor of today's live stream, giving me some motivation for the day. Hit me with the $20 super chat. And he says, crankbait and shaky head. Oh man. And a little love for the channel. Really appreciate that, sir. All right, scouting around my next move. Oh yeah, I'm doing some meteorologist. Chicken Hawk says, are the fish not hungry when the sun is not out? Asking for that same friend. Yeah, they go and take a nap. When it gets too hot, the fish go and take a nap. What's going on, OSU tuning in? Appreciate that. Yeah, we need to get 2 more to the boat. So I had my biggest fish that I had for the day. Like I said, guys, the size limit on this lake is 12 inches. The biggest one that I had caught today was a 155, and it's gill. So it was kind of bleeding. And that was like earlier this morning. So I went ahead and threw it back in the hopes that I will catch 5 fish for the day. All right, let's make one more cast and then keep on moving. Already fishing. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, appreciate that, Blaster. We're back in action. So yeah, we have to bad reception at this lake, so I'm gonna stay on as long as I can. Again, want to give a big shout out to Joe Winkler. He is the sponsor of today's live stream. Slid on in with that super chat. Gave me a little motivation for the day because it's been kind of tough, guys. Things kind of changed from the conditions from yesterday. Man, look at this. Do you guys see that worm? That is a worm that somebody was throwing on this lake. I guess I will throw this in the trash and not throw it back in the lake. But that is a ugly piece of something right there. What's going on, Brad? Brad said, do you have any fish in the live well? Brad, I have 3 fish in the live well. They are not big at all. Size limit on this lake is 12 inches. So I'm trying to get at least 5 to the boat. It'd be nice if these last 2 that I get to the boat are decent size ones, so then I can cull at least 2 of these small ones that I have, because I have 2 that are between 12 and 13 inches, so they're pretty small. Shout out to Chicken Hawk. He says, in the words of Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouthpiece. Oh yeah, Lake Russell is swinging at me today. It's swinging at my mouthpiece today. It's trying to hit me. Blaster said, Lord, Chicken Hawk. Yeah, Blaster, you know Chicken Hawk don't care about my feelings. He's a pretty mean guy. I'm over here feeling all bad and everything because I only have 3 fish. Let's ease over here. There's a lay down over here. Let's go over there and fish that lay down real quick. And then we'll keep on moving. Chicken Hawk says, stop telling us about the size limit, sir. This behavior will be discussed later. Hey, Chicken Hawk, that's kind of mean, man. Don't you see me out here struggling in the tournament? Where's your sense of humanity? Why must you be such a chicken hawk? Tell him, Brad, things can turn around fast. We have 2 more hours out here. Oh, we got him. Come on, get out of there. Oh man, that's another chicken hawk fish. Let's see, guys. And this fish is not gonna be a keeper. Looks like it might be a little largemouth though. All right, we got him. You guys see how small that fish is? This fish is 11.5 inches, and it has to be at least 12 in order to be a keeper. So that fish goes back, and we keep on moving. So let's ease back over here and throw it over to that lay down again, just in case there may be another fish over there. We'll see. All right, remember guys, the reception is kind of bad out here, so if it goes out, just give me like 2 or 3 minutes to reset everything, and then I'll be right back anytime it kind of starts buffering or anything like that, because the reception is kind of bad out here. Chicken Hawk said child services is on the way. Oh, come on, Chicken Hawk. Don't call child services on me. I put the fish back. All right, nothing. Let's keep on moving. Sticking and moving, guys. So we just got another one to the boat, but as you saw, it's not gonna swing it. Brad said he is on you today. That's right, Brad. That's because he's not on the lake. That's why. If he was on the lake, Chicken Hawk would have 0 right now. All right, we're gonna keep on sticking and moving, guys. Gonna hit him with the crankbait first. And then follow behind that with a shaky head. Come on, bud. Man, one good fish can change the whole day. Joe Winkler says, I ain't saying anything about the Chicken Hawk. He beat me up last week. I took a peck or two in the rear. Oh yeah, Chicken Hawk had a whole lot to say last weekend. All right, we got one right here at the boat. Oh my goodness, that thing was small. That was another fish. Got one on that was a 6XD crankbait. And that was a small fish that ended up hitting it. It doesn't look like it would have been a keeper anyway. Chicken Hawk, I can't wait to meet you back out on the lake again. You sure do have a lot to say in these comments saying Excavation Nation. Absolutely not. He was starved to death. Oh, goodness. Joe Winkler said, not making no excuses. He said he ain't like chicken. Oh, okay. We had a little small one hit it on the while I was reeling it in. All right, there we go. We got one, guys. Let's see if this one's. It feels like this. Oh man, it was wrapped around the pole. It feels like it's a keeper though, guys. Feels like it's a keeper. And that's all we need right now is some keepers. Can you see him down there? Let's see if we can flip him. All right, there we go. We got another keeper to the boat. All right, guys, so now we are sitting on 4 fish. And this would have been fish number 5. Today we'll keep this one a. You guys can see my actual weight when we get to the weigh-in. Today we'll do it a little different. All right, let's zero this thing out. Is Chicken Hawk still there? Chicken Hawk, all we're doing is shooting for 5 today. We're shooting for 5 today. And we locked him on in. All right, so now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is number 5. 2 I threw back. Yeah. All right, we'll ease off of this and make one more cast and then take off. All right, see, Chicken Hawk, you see when you put a game plan together, the mission is 5. So I had to get 5 to the boat, Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk says, that's not what you said when you were catching those Friday fish. What did I say when I was catching those Friday fish, Chicken Hawk? Shout out to Beards and Bass back in the chat. All right, let's run to the next spot. Keep it moving. So today, with that sun not blazing like it was yesterday, it kind of seems like these fish aren't really sticking to cover like they were yesterday. We got a nice little something going on, so we're gonna stick to this for a little bit longer. Is Chicken Hawk still in the chat? All right, so we're hitting them with this 6XD today. Chicken Hawk is probably right about that. 4 fish with 4 pounds. Now, I have 4 fish in the live well right now. I don't have 5. Blaster said maybe they sprayed that lake as well. Oh no. Yeah, they sprayed this lake. That's what happened. They sprayed it with chicken juice. All right, one more cast crankbait and then we're moving again. Tell them, Beards and Bass, you don't want a sprayed lake. Beards and Bass, do you know how many sprayed lakes Chicken Hawk is fished? I think that's the reason. I think the majority of lakes that Chicken Hawk has fished have been sprayed lakes. Is that what happened, Chicken Hawk? The lakes that you've been fishing were sprayed? Beard Rabbit said, what's in the spray? Fish repellent. All right, got another one, guys. Let's see. Let's see if we got us a keeper, guys. Can't really tell. Is it gonna be a keeper? Let's see. Oh, goodness. Let's just go ahead and flip him to the boat. I don't know if this one's gonna keep, guys, but come on, little buddy, calm down. Yeah, this one's probably not gonna be a keeper. Nope, that one is not a keeper, guys. Gotta keep on working. All right, so we're getting the bites, but not big bites. Chicken Hawk says, "Sir, you are going to unalive those fish with all that." Man, we need some bigger fish, guys. We got Catfish and Slayer in the chat. Remember, guys, if we cut out, just hang tight, because the reception's kind of bad on this lake, so we kind of lose signal every once in a while. If we do, just give me like 2 or 3 minutes and I'll reset everything and we'll be right back. But the game plan is to we need one more fish in the boat, guys. We need one more fish. All right, there we go. Let's make that the last cast here, and we're gonna take off and head to another spot. Gotta keep it moving. Excavation Nation says bigger bait. You that giant there, you caught her. That bait was in the lake for some years. That thing was waterlogged and stretched out, all deformed looking. All right, let's go ahead and move again, guys. Sticking and moving. Moving and sticking. Let's get a quick little sandwich. All right. I need one more fish, guys. One more fish to complete my 5 for the day. Is Chicken Hawk still in the chat? Dead Rabbit, the chances of Chicken Hawk winning was astronomically low. Lorianne says, where are you located? I'm out here in, I'm on Lake Russell. The Georgia-South Carolina border is where this lake is located. All right, let's make one more cast, and then we're gonna move to another area. Checking out, so my goodness, rough estimates of the CPF of this outing is atrocious. Let's just get one more in there. Dead Rabbit, Chicken Hawk doesn't know how to fish top water. All right, let's move again. Beards and Bass said my grass lines were all poisoned. I run Starlink and it's not what you think. So Beards and Bass, you see how it's kind of cloudy out here? Overcast. Would Starlink not work in this type of weather condition? David says, do you use bait casters? I sure do. I'm using a bait caster and a spinning reel right now. Switching back and forth. All right, one more cast and we're gonna be up out of here again. Beers and Bass says, we have a big discussion going on this week at my county meeting about herbicides used on our lake. Okay, you said the reception would be spotty for sure. Okay. David says, what line is better, mono or braid? It's lure dependent. I'm using braid to fluorocarbon. So I have a braid line is my main line, and fluorocarbon is what I have on my lead. On the bait caster down here, I'm running fluorocarbon on that one, but generally on my crankbaits, I run monofilament. Kicking Hawk says, Beards and Bass, those grass lines had to have at least a 14-inch 1 pound in there. I'm just saying what the people are thinking. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see, guys. It is 122. Let me think. We're just gonna keep running this until we get one more fish in the boat. Once we get one more fish in the boat, then we'll change it up and do something different. Chicken Hawk says, I'll be right back. I have to go heat up this last piece of cornbread. Oh my God. Where'd you get some cornbread from? Oh, my goodness. Chicken Hawk said, I had to take the cornbread from this guy, but he gave me. Ah. All right, guys, are we back? Are we back? All right. All right, guys, are we back in action? All right, we have 1 hour and 25 minutes left, guys. 1 hour and 25 minutes left. Remember, if you want to watch the live weigh-in so that you can see what the weights are for today, go to fishxlive.com, download the app for free. Once you download the app, click on the tournaments tab, and you will see today's tournament showing live. Once you choose that tournament, just click on the watch, the official tournament, the official weigh-in button, and it'll take you to where you can watch the live weigh-in, guys. So the check-in time is officially at 3:30, but I'm going in 30 minutes early. All right, let's keep on moving. All right. Remember, guys, if you want to watch the live weigh-in, go to fishxlive.com, download the app stream. All right. Just in case you guys didn't know, if you click on the angler's name on the leaderboard, it'll show you their picture with the fish that they caught for the day. So just an FYI. All right, let's keep on moving. Let's see. All right, are you guys still in the chat? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me and see me. Just want to do a quick audio and sound check. I mean, audio and video check. Appreciate that, Brad, Blastard, Excavation, and Liz. All right, so we're still making some moves. Trying to pull in one more fish. So if you guys were watching earlier, basically we have to bring in our best 5 fish for today's tournament. And I had, well, I would have 5 fish, but my biggest fish, it was bleeding pretty bad, and we get a penalty for dead fish. So when I caught that fish, I didn't even keep it. I just went ahead and put it back in the lake because it was bleeding, and I was figuring better go ahead and let him swim off now than to keep him and then maybe it doesn't make it and then receive a penalty for it. So that's why we're still out here struggling to get a 5th fish. I want to give a big shout out to Joe Winkler, guys. Joe Winkler is the sponsor of today's live stream. Joe Winkler with iBass tournament series. You can check it out on Facebook. He slid in a little earlier, left us a $20 super chat. Big thank you to Joe Winkler. Gave me a little motivation to make it through the day on a tough day like this, guys. Catching small fish and struggling to get my 5th fish to the boat. As you guys saw, we were kind of running a little while ago. All right, are we back, guys? Are we back? If you can hear me, type one in the chat. What's going on, Marga? Marga from Indonesia. So we're out here finishing up the day on Lake Russell. This is day one of a 2-day tournament. So when you guys were last on, I had 4 fish and I was fighting to get that 5th one. So we got the 5th fish to the boat now. And we're just looking to see if we can upgrade the best we can, because we have some pretty small fish today. All right, Marka, good to have you stopping through. All right, we got one, guys. We got another one. Hopefully it'll be a keeper and cull out one of these smaller ones that we have, maybe.